everyone, today I've got your Godzilla King of the Monsters movie review. Oh my Godzilla! It's been a few years since the last Godzilla movie came out, but is this sequel an improvement? As far as the story goes, Godzilla is this time going up against a few creatures that just so happen to want to fight him after they came out of the woodwork, just so they can see who remains on top and become the true king. And while I had heard quite a few mixed things about this movie, I was really looking forward to seeing this movie because I was a fan of the first Godzilla movie, but the only question remained: was it man or monster who prevails in this sense? I mean, you've got critics who are on the fence about this movie and fans who really want to just go see this movie to have a good time. And yeah, I did have a good time seeing this movie, sort of getting a sense of what was all going to happen this time around. And it really got bigger and better with this movie. Now, while it still gets into the inner workings of the Monarch Corporation, where it has all of these guys working, but yet there is another group that is sort of against all of that and trying to destroy everything that they have done research on and worked on to really figure out, where did all of these monsters come from. And the plot does kind of feel rushed with how they introduce certain characters' backstories, as well as trying to find the right solution. And I feel like it's taking forever for them to figure out what exactly they're going to do with these monsters, and it almost feels like maybe the writers didn't know exactly what to do with them, except I know what I wanted to see, which I will explain later. As far as the casting goes, you've got quite a few big names that were attached to this movie, one of them being Vera Farmiga, who plays this chick that, either you hate her or you love her. You're not quite sure what she's capable of or what she intends to do until she does it. And I really love the fact that Millie Bobby Brown from Stranger Things fame got a chance to be in this movie, and I was looking forward to seeing what she was going to do here, playing Vera Farmiga's daughter as well as Kyle Chandler's daughter. But also, as soon as I saw him, I was thinking, okay, I remember his character from Peter Jackson's King Kong movie, and not to spoil anything, but if they are planning on having a Godzilla versus King Kong movie, I think it's just pretty ironic that he's also in another monster type of movie. And you've even got Charles Dance, who I know he can play off his roles pretty well, and he's kind of a bad guy in this, but it is cool to see some of the returning actors here, even though I feel like they don't get as much to do. And even some of the other newcomer actors, I feel like they don't, they're not as memorable to me. And I feel like it was just so many characters that they, quite frankly, didn't know what to do with them all, because there's just so many. Now, the things that I liked about this movie, obviously, you have to say Godzilla, because he is just so badass. I mean, as soon as he comes on screen, I literally get chills down my spine, and he's got a spine that's glowing blue. So I just think seeing these little Godzilla upgrades are also really cool to see, as well as who he's fighting, going up against. You've got Mothra, who is literally the queen of the monsters, and I just think the first introduction of Mothra, I was like, it's some of the most jaw-dropping, eye-popping moments on screen that just made me smile, because it was just so beautifully well done. And even seeing Ghidorah and how cool that kaiju looked, as well as Rodan, I was like, finally Rodan shows up. I was waiting in anticipation for when Rodan was going to show up, because I wanted to see them all go head to head with each other, because with those action scenes, some of them were more intense than others, so it didn't really bother me if I wasn't going all nuts every 5 seconds waiting for the monsters start fighting, which, you know, happened about halfway through the film, because there's this one moment where everyone's jaw dropped, including mine, because there was just something really cool that I saw, and it was just pretty amazing. Along with the musical score, I really liked hearing that. And there, like I said, there are some visually stunning scenes in this movie, so I really liked seeing that. But unfortunately, the things that I didn't really like about this movie was that the human characters were written horribly, and it really, like, pretty much every action that they did was either laughable or ridiculous, and it didn't make me care about anyone. And some of the one-liner jokes that some of them made were really dumb, and I just wanted to see the monsters clash on screen. And otherwise, it just felt slow-moving and uninteresting, but it was still a fun ride, and I hope to see it again on the big screen because it was just a feast for the eyes. So overall, I would say that this movie was still pretty awesome. I would say still check it out despite what anybody's like actually saying about it, and I think it was pretty cool, and especially good start for the summer popcorn action flicks. So I would give this 2.5 hearts on the heart rate scale. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought of Godzilla King of the Monsters, and as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates coming every week for a Chill Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, and I'll see you guys later.